adeɛ bi afa Chairman Wontumi ho na wo actually number 15 Ghana for Empire man be jailing in 15 years.
So this afternoon it was passed that Chairman Wontumi is going to spend 20 years in prison. And then a lot of people were saying, they said, is it true? Is it true? Because at Accra High Court we saw a whole lot of chaos there. But let me confirm it to you that 20 years in prison for the CEO of Akonta Mining Company, that's Bernard Antwi-Boasiako, Chairman Wontumi, has been confirmed.
20 years. 20 years. We be crying when we are there. We man years near the it's any man the cry. I said, Nipa be a papa no home children or I'm a poor woman. I'm
And this comes with 4 counts: mining without documents, that's illegal mining, and then cutting down of trees without authorities knowing about it. That's the reason why he's spending the 20 years in prison. And then more to the point, he's standing in for 2 things: as Chairman Wontumi himself doing illegal mining, and then the company, that's Akonta Mining Company, also involved in illegal mining. He's going for 20 years in prison.
20 years, no? Were you expecting this number of years?
Who would have wished the client ever 20 years? Somebody who is unknown to the law. He has never had a previous conviction. And the law is right. Say, ubi a yembo ni kwedu da onkom renew da yen convicting ni da no. Say a bampo say court no hwetwe susu no. Say odi4 at least the court becomes so lenient or good in same emano said the beya nipa ne be reform na wo hwe said the court ni gina etu esiba ye at least that's the full rigor, the full armor available to the court no, and the court no render man no. I don't being na actually say near ye kase ye bo enyo enema ne bi so no no on the face of it no said the one kasa within ka sentence ni ho asem no it's one of them and enema e course no be ho no so a ye nya edi case na chi na ya case na be do some paper ye nyina so no ye nim de e course.
So you say as a new convict there, at least they should have reduced the years. Didn't they appeal for reduction of the 20 years in prison? They did. A lawyer had an interview with the journalist, and then he said they appealed, said they should reduce the 20 years a bit because he's a new convict. He has never been to the court before. He has never had any case before, and then he's a new person in all these things. All right, so they should have reduce it a bit, at least 10 or 15 years. But they are saying the judge is saying 20 years solid, 20 years. No reduction.
For Mr. Wontumi in terms of the sentencing. And it is not because it's Mr. Wontumi, it's a very ordinary thing we all do in court, where if you believe that as a friend of the court, you need to put in 1 or 2 for an accused person, we do it. And we do it not because we don't believe in the sentencing, we don't believe in the conviction, or we have issues with the conviction. As for the conviction, yes, it was all done, but it was the sentencing. So you remember what I said was that since the court itself has established that Mr. Wontumi is the directing minds for most of his businesses, so it means that if the court keeps him in incarceration for long, his businesses are going to be affected. So the court should consider the fact that he's a businessman and he employs a lot of people directly and indirectly. So it was to the youth unemployment that could come as a result of his being away from his businesses. That was the only thing. I was just appealing to the mind of the judge.
Are you in any way related to Mr. Wontumi?
No, I am not.
Do you have any business dealing with Mr. Wontumi?
My name is Bernard, so probably just by name, but I have no business with him. I had just come to court to listen, but I was just moved.
So this was just an officer of the court doing the job?
It is pure out of courtroom practice, where any person could get up as a friend of the court and put in some words in mitigation for an accused person who has been convicted. So it's not because I have any personal relationship with Wontumi and I'm not his lawyer on record. It was just out of normal court practice I did that.
That so you rose to your feet to try to
to appeal to the emotions and the conscience of the judge.
Of the judge.
To just tamper justice with me. So I was hoping for the barest minimum of punishment.
But what do you think? What do you think going forward? Should the lawyers go on appeal on this matter? And what would that barest minimum be for you?
What I think don't matter now, because I'm not a lawyer on record for Mr. Wontumi. I only did what a lot of lawyers do in court, that we try to intervene for an accused person who has been convicted. That is what I did.
So what is the barest minimum
the law? As to what I expected the court to do, it is by law 15 years. So if the judge had given him the minimum, I would have been happy. But for all those things we had said, maybe he was going to get something. I don't know. I'm not in the mind of the judge. I feel that what we did, myself and the other lawyer, is very ordinary in the ways courts handle matters. So please let me go.
Let me take you a flashback of what Pastor Roger said. Prophet Roger or Pastor Roger. A video popped up where he was saying, he saw a prophecy. All right, he was doing an interview with Captain Smart, and then he was saying, he saw a prophecy whilst he was sitting there that Chairman Wontumi is going to spend 15 years in prison. And then today, 20th July, the prophecy has come to pass.
Chairman Wontumi, actually number 15. Ghana for a umpire man, they be jailing 15 years. 15 years. I'm saying it on TV. Yeah, now do for one umpire man, Wontumi. Now do for a umpire man, because my own says all over the news.
What was this here? I
am seeing it. Say actually number 15. Now better TV so say jail Wontumi 15 years. 20 no umpire. Now otia owura bi na so. Owura na nyesi watia owura bi na so. Nipa na watia ne na so no. Oni nipa betena si bedi nkomo ama na nya nkwa. Enya freedom. Freedom ye found die. A free die wonamu no. Watia na bone so.
Mind you, in 2023, we had changes in this kind of illegal mining where it was changed from 15 years to 20 years. So at that point, it was 15 years as he saw. But this time, 2025, the law has changed. Almost 5 years, about 15 years. That's what happened today at Accra High Court. So in 2023, if you guys will remember, the former president of the Republic of Ghana, that's Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, said, Akonta Mining Company, that's Chairman Wontumi's company, they're not involved in any illegal mining. And then he's saying that for a fact. But this time, when you go to Sama Boy, when you look at the land, when you look at how destroyed it is, bro, this is not few years. This is not like 2 or a year now, because they left office, I think 2024, and then he made that statement in 2023. And then looking at how Summer Boy has been destroyed, looking at the flood that happened on 29th June 2026, looking at all these stuff, it's not a year thing. Listen to what the president said.
Let me respond briefly to the chairperson on the issue of illegal mining. I want to assure him and all of you that Akonta Mining is not engaged in any illegal mining anywhere in Ghana as we speak. Further, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has, through the agency of the Forestry Commission, with the assistance of the military, made the effort to cordon off all 294 sites of forest reserves in the country and rid them of illegal mining as we speak. We will continue to work to ensure that this situation remains permanent. This government is determined to win the fight against Galamsey, no matter the cost in effort.
And this is a video of how Summer Boy is looking right now. All right, the mining sector of Akonta Mining Company. Look at it right now. Look at the state of how it is. And then they are saying, he's not involved in any illegal mining. Mind you, a man was saying, they've destroyed a whole lot of stuff there. And then on the 29th June flood, the flood that happened on 29th June, a whole lot of shit happened at that community where a lot of people's property were destroyed and a whole lot of stuff. The general secretary for the New Patriotic Party, NPP, also made a statement. They did a press conference, and then he was saying, he said, the judgment that the judge passed is a political judgment. And then he feels like they didn't have any, or they don't have anything against, or they don't have any case to back whatever that they were saying. He said he's involved in illegal mining because as he is talking, Chairman Wontumi has all the documents to prove, say, the mining that he was doing is legal. Listen to what the General Secretary said.
That Chairman Wontumi has been convicted in circumstances where there was no evidence at all to support a conviction in respect of the offense for which he has been convicted. It was never disputed that he lawfully acquired his mineral concession. That fact was established and accepted before the court. The central question was whether that concession had been assigned or transferred in violation of the law. It is our respected view that no evidence was adduced before the court establishing any such assignment or transfer of mineral rights by Chairman Wontumi. The prosecution could not produce any evidence to show that Wontumi had assigned his mineral rights. Instead, the conviction rested on assumptions and inferences which, in our view, could not amount to proof beyond reasonable doubt. That is why we firmly believe that his conviction is a travesty of justice and has to be overturned on appeal.
So right now, Nadia, you can see that the case is somehow like a political case. All right, MPP and then NDC, as they always say, said, since the president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, sat or came to power, he has been arresting the MPPs. Bro, it is now a political case. And then the 20 years in prison, are you sure, say, Chairman Wontumi is going to spend all these 20 years in prison? Or the table will be like Nana Grade's own. 15 years, but later, it became 1 year. It's a whole lot of things, all right. But mind you, it's 20 years plus 10,000 units. So the 10,000 units fines, all right. And then the 10,000 units in Ghana, 1 unit is equivalent to 12 cedis. So if you are having 10,000 units, that's 120,000 Ghana cedis. So if he's to pay this within a period of time, if not, they're going to add another years to the 20 years. All right. And then, Charlie, we all know how Chairman Wontumi is. Charlie, you can see a video of him showing golds and stuff. You don't know if, as I'm talking to you right now, the golds are still valid, and then he can change it to money so that he can pay it or not. Let me know your opinion under the comment section. Do you think he's going to spend all these 20 years in prison, or Ghana is just a fanfooling Ghana, and then it's, you know, a political Ghana? 20 years or within 6 months or 1 year. Let me know your opinion under the comment section. The name is, and as always, been Yhaw Rapture. Subscribe to the channel, put us on post notifications so that anytime we drop another video, you will be the first to have it. Let me catch you up in the next episode. I'm out.